In the heart of a bustling city, a sleek black car sped down the rain-slicked streets, weaving in and out of traffic. Inside was Alex, a skilled driver with a past he was trying to outrun. He had just pulled off a heist one that had netted him a small fortune. But the thrill of success quickly turned into a nightmare as he spotted the flashing red and blue lights of police cruisers in his rearview mirror. Panic surged through him. He had planned for everything but this. He slammed the accelerator, the engine roaring to life as he darted through an intersection just as the light turned red. Tires screeched as cars narrowly avoided colliding with him. The police were relentless, two cruisers tailing him closely, their sirens wailing. Alex took a sharp turn down an alley, hoping to lose them. The headlights behind him flickered momentarily before following him into the darkness. He could hear the crackle of their radios, ordering for roadblocks ahead. Adrenaline coursed through him as he navigated the tight spaces of the alley. He knew these streets well, but the pressure of the chase clouded his judgment. He took another turn, skidding around a corner, but this time he miscalculated. The rear of his car slammed into a dumpster, causing him to spin out and come to a stop. Heart pounding, he quickly scanned his surroundings. The cruisers were already approaching, officers shouting into their radios as they exited their vehicles. With no time to think, Alex shoved the car door open and bolted down the alley on foot. The chase was now on foot, and he sprinted through the winding back streets, hearing the pounding of footsteps behind him. He ducked into a building, blending into the shadows. From his vantage point, he watched as the officers searched the area, their flashlights cutting through the darkness. Realizing he couldn't stay hidden forever, he waited for a moment of distraction. As one officer turned to speak to another, Alex slipped out the back and dashed into a nearby parking garage. His heart raced as he spotted an old motorcycle tucked away in a corner. He didn't hesitate. He hot-wired it and revved the engine. As he tore out of the garage, he could hear the police sirens closing in again. He maneuvered through the city streets, weaving between cars, the wind whipping past him. The sound of the sirens faded slightly, and for a brief moment, he thought he might escape. But just as he turned onto a deserted highway, he saw the unmistakable sight of a police helicopter overhead, its spotlight searching for him. He needed a plan. Fast, spotting an overpass ahead, he made a split-second decision and veered off the highway, darting into the wooded area below. The bike roared as he navigated the narrow, bumpy path, the trees blurring past him. He had to rely on his instincts, using every skill he had learned from a life of crime. Just as he thought he was gaining ground, he heard the whir of the helicopter grow louder. With a mix of exhilaration and dread, he rode into the night, leaving behind the chaos of the chase. The thrill of escape coursed through him, but deep down, he knew that the life he had chosen was always just a heartbeat away from danger. With no time to lose, Alex ducked behind a thick cluster of trees, killing the engine and holding his breath. The spotlight swept over the area, illuminating the ground where he had just been. He waited, tense and still, as the sound of the helicopter faded into the distance.